They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd-and-1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Bills had 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Murray. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. There's Murray. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second down and goal. Murray back to Gibson and another catch for him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Gibson from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's sending it to him early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Allen going to go on fourth down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A gutsy call, fourth and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll outbreak from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Murray. Ertz has it left side. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. Murray going to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. The bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray to air it out again. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
And into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, and it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Number 2. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. They'll try and run for him, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 98 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. On play action, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to fire one, deep left sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? Why do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's a game of 17 yards. First down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He's going to keep this again. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
On play action, it's Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida, 44 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Cardinals 35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, and it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the